And I'm streaming live now on all my platforms. So here we go. We're on Roku. Oh wait, you know what? It'd be cool if everybody could see my face. So let me get my other bitchin' software here. And live TV is kind of cool, but you can see that I'm right there with my Johnny Cash hat on today. And if you like that Johnny Cash hat, check this out. That's a good hat. Okay, so it's a cash hat. So I'll keep the Johnny Cash going here. And it's not that chilly today in Port Townsend, Washington, but it's World 420 Day today, and we have a couple of new people coming in today, and we're all networking. And but I want to show you my poster, everybody. Today, my poster happens to be about NOCO Expo I'm going to in 2 weeks. And the NOCO Expo is an incredible opportunity for me. Um, I'm renting the Historic Park Theater in Estes Park, and we're going to have an art auction and a film festival because I just took ownership of the ICFF, everybody, and that's pretty cool. That's the International Cannabis Film Festival, and so we're going to have our first green carpet event, just like the red carpet. Who cares about the red carpet when we got foxy people, men and women wearing hemp? We hope. Wait, we got somebody calling in. Hang on. Who's calling in? Hang on. We might have a prisoner calling. Hello?
Hi, Jeff.
Yes.
Hi, this is Kevin, one of the guys who was playing some music the other night, St. Patty's at the barn.
Okay, you're on live with my show. Say hello to prisoners in jail for marijuana. Just say hi, and then we'll talk later.
Hey, people in prison for marijuana. I'll smoke one out here for you.
Okay, and it's really bad that they're in there, correct?
Oh my God! No way should anybody be in there for smoking weed.
Call me later, and we'll totally find your photos. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. So that happens, everybody. We're live, and it's really cool to be live. But my art auction's going to be happening, and I want to show you some Canna art that I'm going to be auctioning off here, everybody. While we're in the art auction mood here, so I'm going to make my poster smaller. Watch this, everybody. You like my software? You ain't seen nothing yet. Okay, there we go. So that's my little software there. So everybody, I'm going to NOCO in Colorado, and I'm having an art auction, and we're going to frame all these pieces. But there you go. So if I can move there we go. So we move this out of there even more, so you can see. You see my beautiful art here. So I do that intentionally, and then check this one out, everybody. So because I got green screen, it's going to show the green screen. But so we have really beautiful art there, and then this one's going to go really green because marijuana is green, but I got my green screen on. So this is the art that I'm going to have there. Let's see if I got any. I got my black and white one here, I think. Hang on. The black and white one's cool. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. Okay. So we're live on TV here, and it's like the Pee Wee Herman show. Ha ha. I'm the Pee Wee Herman of pot, everybody. So this one's going to be really cool. So if I can back up here, can show you the beautiful artwork that I have constructed, and it's going to be on auction. So we're raising the money for a 420 prison concert that we're doing at Oakland Coliseum. Let's see what this one is. Nope, that's not it. So at Oakland Coliseum, we're going to have our concert, and that's going to be really tough titties. It's going to be really beautiful, and we're going to have everybody from Snoop to Willie. We're asking them, and so we'll see what happens this year. And just imagine peace. Imagine the just yourself being in jail for 30 years without your children. And whew, no matter what it was, it never, in 1937, was a reason for having incredible, making marijuana illegal. You know, it was all about making sales and clothing out of hemp, because all the prisoners, I mean, not all the prisoners, all the war outfits were made out of hemp. All the backpacks were hemp. I'm wearing hemp right now. I made this in Vietnam. We smuggled. No, we took 50-pound bags, suitcases of hemp, and I made my hemp jacket. I made my hemp pants, and I made my hemp vests and hats. And so today I don't have my hemp hat on, but I do have a hemp vest on. And so it's really amazing to be part of the solution. The solution is ending prohibition ultimately through film, through music, and through information. It is just information, but there are people in jail still for pot. And I made this movie in 2015, and we got 300,000 signatures and helped Jeff Mazansky come home. So I've been at it a long time, and I'm getting ready to make my next film. After I come back from NOCO, I'm going to start to work on that one, and it's called The Families. And we have Howard in the house today. Howard's a filmmaker. And before we get going, everybody, and introduce everybody, we have Lawrence. Welcome, Lawrence. Welcome, Ashley, and welcome. What's your name in the corner?
Young Fonte.
Young Fontu.
Fonte.
Young Fonte. Okay, Young Fonte. So Young Fonte, what's the origin of your name?
It's funny. When I was in high school, one of my classmates, I just said what's up to him, and he's like, "Yo, what's up, Fonte?" And then it kind of just stuck, you know.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it's not your birth name. It is
No.
it is a cool spiritual name. Okay, cool.
It's my artist name. I'm an alternative rap artist.
Oh, fantastic. Well, welcome aboard, and welcome, Ashley. We always love having on World 420 Day everybody in, but Ashley completes the circle and keeps us in line, because we're not talking about the traditional woman here. We're talking about the goddess that rocks the genie world and the medicinal side of things, and helps us to round out all the testosterone. You know, I got really pissed off at rock and roll the other day when Charlie Watts died. I remembered Pink Floyd. I remember The Who. I remember Grand Funk Railroad. I remember Steppenwolf. And then I remembered Mamas and the Papas and Fleetwood Mac. Okay, and who else? Grace Slick, you know. The only three bands that I can remember in pop culture that had a woman. So today's band, we have a woman on board. So thank you, beautiful woman, Ashley. We love you. We love having you. And we're going to do great things together, all of us. And we're going to see all of you in this room on stage with the prisoners in Oakland Coliseum. That is my dream. And imagine that happening, everybody. So it's Jeff Eichen here with WEEDSDAYS. I'm going to share my screen, get to you guys in a second, and we are going to totally share my screen and have an intro here, because I made a pretty good intro today. Don't wah cry when you hear people in jail that I talk to, because I talk to them all the time. So we're going to our quick time here. And then we'll get to Howard, and I got one of Howard's trailers queued up here, so we're gonna. Yeah, so I did that for you, Howard. Okay, so here we go. Hello, everybody, and good day for Weeds Day, and we are throwing a International Cannabis Film Festival at NOCO 11. You got the website, relieffoundation.org. Hello, everybody. Here's our new logo for Relief Aid Concert 12/20/25. We're getting ready. We're raising money, so send it our way. And we're looking for Snoop. We're looking for Willie. looking for Melissa Etheridge, and we're looking for you to help to sponsor our concert that we're going to have for the prisoners. Okay, thank you. Can you believe it, everybody? We are at episode 254, and we're going to end Prohibition together. We're going to do it through film, through music, and the concert we're throwing is going to be epic and amazing. We're working on getting Stash Wagner here from the Philippines. They're working on getting their visa, and they were denied today. What the F is going on with this planet? We need Stash here so Wiz Khalifa and Snoop can do a remake of Don't Bogart That Joint. So help us, call me, find me, let's do it. Today we honor Elliot Ingbar, who passed away recently on January 21st, who wrote the song Don't Bogart That Joint with Lawrence Dash Wagner, and we just made a video for them, and we will show that today. We'll take the risk here and see if a remake of that song. We got Wiz Khalifa thinking about it and other people, and then we're going to sing it at the concert. So, Hemp Hemp Hooray, everybody. Have a great show. We honor Elliot for helping make the first song, or one of the first songs, to raise awareness for our lovely mama plant, cannabis sativa. And don't you forget it. And Leonard Peltier has been released. Thank the Lord. We can get all of our nonviolent prisoners home in our lifetime. Everybody, just sit back and don't sit back and stand up for your rights. I made that photo of them holding that in the water. And Elliot, we love you, Elliot. We lost Charlie Watts this week also. We need to get the word to them. So support our concert at relieffoundation.org and support everything that that you feel righteous with, and be really gentle with imbibing. Do not drive, and find your strain that works for you, that makes you happy, that makes you prolific, that makes you dance, and put those 3 strains on your chalkboard, on your whiteboard, put it on your refrigerator. Let's have a show, everybody, of some people coming home. Let's bring Edwin home. Edwin, tell us your story and your name, and welcome, Edwin.
My name is Edwin Ruiz, and I have been in prison for 27 years. I am serving 40 years sentence for a nonviolent cannabis crime. And I'm fighting for my freedom. And if you can, please share my story with other people.
And tell us about your book and where they can find it. And
I also have published a book. It's called Unlocking Potential. And you can find this book on Amazon.
Sure.
And the book is premised on overcoming challenges and difficulties in life.
You mean it's not impossible to have hope while you're in jail?
And no, we have to remember that life has a funny way of developing in each of our lives. And sometimes we encounter setbacks, disappointments, and even you may find yourself in prison.
Jeff, that's all I got this morning. Peace out. Oh, 3, 2, F schedule 1. That's all I got for you today, everybody. It's World 420 Day. We're going to have a really cool twitching green carpet. You can see the green carpet there, everybody, and that's going to be cool. And did everybody hear that and see that pretty clear?
You know what? I didn't catch the name of his book, which I'm definitely interested in.
His book is called Unlocking Potential, and it's on Amazon. And he called me last night. While we're here in QuickTime, let's go get a video that I just made for Edwin. And so we're still here. Let's open up a Edwin file here. Let's see if we got an Edwin Edwin short. Here we go. Here's a short Edwin that I made for him. So check it out, everybody. It is Reefer Madness, but this is Edwin.
What if you were arrested based on the word of mouth? What if you weren't caught with any drugs, money, or guns and were sentenced to 40 years in federal prison? How would you react? How would you feel? Read my story. Learn that what happened to me can happen to anyone.
So I'm doing a series of advertisements for Edwin and making them super small so he can put them on his Instagram. Yes, he does have internet there, and he only has like 3 minutes a day or 10 minutes or 20 minutes a day, but he's working his magic, and we're going to bring him home. I also got authorized to go in and film him, so I'm raising the money now to go fly out there after NOCO, and you'll see me again in prison with Edwin, and we're going to bring him home. I promise. It's not up to me; it's up to the governor and the powers that be. But please, President Trump, don't give them clemency. Pardon them so they can come home and have no record. You know, you pardoned all the other brainiacs, so help our plant prisoners, please. So that's Jeff Eichen here, and I'm going to unshare it and have a little conversation with my kids here. Let's start off with Solo Breezy and give us a quote of the day. Hello, Solo.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hi. First things first, I want to meet everybody and say Happy Weed Wednesday. That's important here.
Happy Weed Wednesday.
That's good. All right.
Happy Weed Day.
Thank you. All right. So today's words of wisdom, quoted by Rana. Life is about recognizing what works for you. Life is about acknowledging and accepting what makes your life more meaningful. Life is about aligning with those who also want to align with you.
Alignment is good, everybody. So that's why we're all here today. And I'm really proud of you, Solo. Solo, tell us a little bit about your dream.
It's real simple. I'm a cannabis graduate. I went to college for it. I want to work in the cannabis industry. It doesn't matter. I just want to hang out with the cannabis community and continue to give back to the people who need it.
Amen. And Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I bet the Hare Krishna smoke pot. They did when I lived in my Volkswagen van on Watsika in LA and at Govinda's, and they came in with their little ponytails and they smoked pot with me. And we had the Lakers on a 1-inch Sony TV my dad gave me in my Volkswagen van with my little pop-up, and we would smoke pot and then go shoot hoops with the Krishnas. So don't think that, it's just for freaks, but I guess it's a good thing being a freak, and in some way we should do a movie called Freaks. Who's that guy that did Fritz the Cat, and he's in France now. Does anybody remember him? The guy that Art Crumb? He was pretty freaky. So everybody get freaky, but also stay grounded. And we're going to roll over to Lawrence. Lawrence, how are you doing? How are you feeling, Lawrence? You're muted, Lawrence. Lawrence is working on his unmute. In the meantime, hemp hooray, everybody, and I'll free the hair, everybody. Free the hair.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, you're good. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling.
Well, I'm thinking about Gilbert Shelton as another one of the freaks, or the Furry Freak Brothers.
Yeah, the Furry Freak Brothers, for sure.
And also, when you were mentioning groups with women in it, I'd like to remind us all of the mamas and the papas.
Yes, for sure. Mamas and papas, Fleetwood Mac,
Dancing in the streets.
yeah, dancing in the streets. They just had a movie about We Are Family, Sly Stone. That came out, and that guy who made the movie also made an award-winning a Hollywood award-winning movie called The Black Woodstock. And I've got a connection to that guy. He drums for, I think, Jimmy Kimmel, and we're going to go get him. And Howard and I are going to go make a movie with that guy from our concert. When we have the concert, we're going to live stream it to millions of people, and we're going to have Kodak is honoring us with 420 cameras, and we're going to have kids all over the stadium interviewing people, interviewing the talent, and interviewing the prisoners. And then we're going to go to Maui. Dig my party, you guys. Then we're going to go to Maui with the kids, and we're going to have editing camp, and we're going to bring maybe Spike Lee and whoever else. Howard, you're welcome. Lawrence, you're welcome. Breezy, you're welcome. Young Fonte, you're welcome. And Canna Nurse, you definitely are welcome. But we're going to go and have edit camp from all that footage that the kids are going to make, because Kodak's already said that they're interested in my project, and that they would consider donating their expensive Super 8 cameras that are digital and film to us. So that's going to be fun. And the kids don't even have to know how to use them. They just have to point and shoot. That's how I want to do it. I want to have the kids do that. And then we'll have our film. And it may take a lot of hours, because Howard's the one in the house that knows how to, about editing. Editing my film, Lifers Madness, with Jeff Mazansky and Tommy Chong, took me over 100 hours. Way over 100 hours to do that. And then I took an hour-and-a-half movie, and I made it for a small documentary festival in 49 minutes or 39 minutes to qualify. And guess what? That took me another 20 hours, because I had to kill my babies. I had to take complete, interviews out. And it's heart-wrenching when you have to take a movie that's this big and make it this big. And so thank you, Howard, for joining us. In fact, Lawrence, we're going to stay with Lawrence for a second. Lawrence, tell us a little bit about your dream.
Well, I don't have any dreams. I have goals.
Okay, tell us about them.
Because if you talk about your dreams, and people say, "Oh, you're just a dreamer," but I got goals. So and my goal these days is I'm up in Nelson, British Columbia, and a week Saturday we're doing an event at Herb, which is possibly going to be the first place in the world where you can come smoke marijuana and other, and do whatever else you like, inside and outside, while you're having food, as well as anything else, and have a tremendous view over Lake Nelson and the Nelson Valley. So we're looking forward to working on that, and I'm just working on the promotional poster for that. And yesterday, you seen my jacket, right?
Oh yeah, of course, your bomber jacket.
Yeah. So yesterday I was able to get. I was taken by an old friend of mine to the main fire station in Nelson, and the guys there gave me one of their bomber patches, one of their fire patches. Can you see that one?
Oh yeah, there it is, Nelson.
Yeah, and that's the town hall, the fire station there. That's it right there, and it's still there since 1891? When is it?
You're like a motorhome guy, where they put patches on the motorhome of where they've been.
Well, and then after that, I went back to the just a second, I'll get it. I went back to the fire hall in Passmore, which is near where I'm staying, in Slocan, and they were going to get me a badge, but ultimately, and there's the badge from there, and
cool.
Yeah, and ultimately they couldn't get me a badge, so they gave me a holster with 2 badges, on either one of the sleeves. So I'm having some good luck with that. I also got a badge the other day from Nanaimo. So I'm having a lot of fun with all of that.
And you're going to stitch them on your jacket?
I've stitched all the other ones on.
Hey, hey, hey.
I'm having fun with all of that.
Well, everybody, this is a legend in his own time. He had the first head shop in Canada, let alone the world.
In the world.
Let alone the world. So,
I created the name The Head Shop.
and what is a head shop?
Well, it's a place where you come to get your psychoactive substances. You know, your psychedelic substances or paraphernalia.
I got a dirty one-liner. Give me head shop. So
Okay. Let us never ever forget that this OG in the 1970s took the headlines of Watergate scandal and put them on rolling papers. This man.
yes, sir. Mr. Lawrence is an epic OG, old soul, and original gangster. So we're really happy to have everybody in the house today. Jeannie, since you're talking right now.
Excuse me for interrupting. And these are one of the products that the Head Shop was distributing out of LA and California. And here's what the papers look like that are in them. I have other ones here as well, but this is just one, and I know Jeannie won't mind us interrupting her for a moment.
We want a WEEDSDAY rolling paper. Oh, look at those rainbow rolling papers. Those are cool.
Long before
Those are so cool.
long before it became a gay thing, right?
Right,
And
totally.
they're in the package.
Totally, the best. So
we can do that. We can do that paper. We've actually, Jeannie and I have been talking about it for several months now, so it'd be great to get that together.
yeah, we'll do maybe a prison the prisoner papers, and there's already a prison soda, so let's do prison papers. So Jeannie, tell us your dream.
Well, I hate to interrupt you, Lawrence, but well, you know, my dream is like Lawrence says, it's a goal and it can be achieved. Today, I'm so pleased that this room has so many faces in it. Now, naughty to those of you that told me that you would be in this room and you're still not here, naughty, but you know it's Wednesday. And now you know where to be and why to be here, because plant prisoners' lives matter. They really do. There's 32,000 people in cages. Can you imagine that he didn't even have any weapons? He's a family man. He's been in prison for 27 of 40 years. 40 years over a safety meeting? We should be outraged. This should be food. This should be grown as food. This is the but so does togetherness, so does collectiveness, so does collaboration, so does lifting each other up and not grinding each other down. You will find look at history. How many times do we need to bang our head against a brick wall before we understand that war is useless? It's meaningless. Why should we kill and maim and hurt and put down children of people that are probably friends with our children, or children that we grew up with, or children that we are? It's ridiculous. We need to put a stop to it at once. And we need to come together every Wednesday, WEEDSDAYS, and we need to lift these prisoners. We need to lift their families. We need to support each other. We need to be there for one another. And we need to do all that is within us that is possible to make it happen, because this cannot go on. We can't have safety meetings and enjoy cheaping it up and making fat stacks of money when there are people in cages that can't choose their food, that can't choose their clothes, that can't choose their roommate, that can't choose to go outside and breathe and be in air that 200 other people haven't been breathing along with them.
Well, I got a letter once that said that they cooled their sodas in their toilet. I mean, come on.
Really?
Well,
And that's somebody's child. That's somebody's friend. That's somebody's father. That's somebody's. It doesn't matter. Whatever happened to you? And it doesn't matter that it didn't happen to you. Just the fact that it happened It's got to end. We must free the planned prisoners, and we must come together with this concert. We must come together with all the OGs. We must come together with each other. We must educate. We must share. We must care. We must. That's my
Well,
dream. That's my goal.
thank you, Goaler. We're gonna win the game in our lifetime, everybody. And young Fonte, what is your association with the herb plant? And thank you, Ashley.
Well, hello.
Hi.
My association with the herb plant, I am an avid user. Primarily, I feel like I use it spiritually, medicinally. I go into a lot of intent. I go into a lot of my personal solo sessions with a lot of intent of just clarity of mind, but not on a specific topic. The topic like that comes later, you know. But yeah, I've been mostly just an avid user. I was brought up to just say that I was always brought up saying like weed is bad, weed is horrible, but like if anything, it's been probably one of the greatest discoveries in my life. It's really helped me find a place of peace. I said earlier, a place of just like clarity of mind. And then it has become like a way for me to like build community because like there's something special about being with the ones that you really do love and being able to like, smoke a joint, smoke a blunt with them and like just let your guard down, like truly let your guard down.
There is a green community there, right? Yeah. Well, we see you. We love you. We want to hold you there. And we are the evolution, not the revolution. And so looks like Lawrence went to get a smoke or some food. Thank you so much, young Fonte. Glad to meet you. You can hang out and come anytime you want. This is an open bar here, and we're proud of Canada for having the first open bar. That's going to be cool. And the evolution is here, not the revolution, the evolution. And so, Howard, welcome, Howard.
Nice to be here. Nice to meet you.
Welcome, Howard. It's really nice to have another filmmaker on Presence. Howard was telling me earlier today that he has not a great association with weed, but he has an association with some of the people from Freedom Grow and Randy Lanier, and so we have one of your trailers, and we're going to show the new movie that's coming out that you're finishing up right now. And tell us a little bit about what drove you to be passionate about our reform world and healing the plant, you know?
Well, I was doing, I was exploring, I should say, a film about passions. And the vehicle I was using was conventions. I would pass by conventions at the New Jersey Convention Center, and sometimes you'd see, normal, quote unquote, conventions like the boat show or the car show. But other times there'd be some interesting ones that would intrigue me, like the psychic fair, or what are some of the exotic reptile show. I think, why would people, what is it about exotic reptiles that you'd be passionate about? The tattoo convention. And I went to some of these conventions. I filmed some of them, and I wasn't capturing it. The tattoo conventions were fascinating. Some of the artwork I saw was just amazing. But you've edited films, so you know that sometimes films edit like butter, and sometimes it's like cutting a piece of concrete with a butter knife. And it might be my own fault, but I just wasn't getting it. But then one day I went to the 420 New Jersey convention, and there I met Randy Lanier, and I met Kyle Page and several other people involved in Freedom Grow, and then later on in the Last Prisoners Project. And there I found passion. And not only did I find the passion, but I found really interesting people. I found people dedicated and selfless, and stories that I almost couldn't believe. And a story that I don't think gets much attention because here in New Jersey and many other states, New York, cannabis is everywhere. In New York, you walk down the streets and there's a dispo. Most of them illegal. That's another issue. Every 2 seconds, and it's like, oh yeah, we got our weed now. Everything's okay, but no, everything's not okay. There's great injustice, and that was the part I was attracted to. And not only that, what really attracted me, I think, was the positive and selfless attitude that the folks like Randy Lanier, spending 27 years, 7 of them, I believe, in solitary, coming out with such positive feelings and love and the need to reform, giving them, their time for free. Freedom Grove, for example, nobody gets paid. Last Person Project is a much bigger organization, and so there are salaries, but everybody works way beyond 40 hours. Everybody, they're just so that's what intrigues
Every
me.
day, every night, for sure.
Yeah. And that's what brought me to the subject, and now I am very passionate about it, even though I'm not that much of a user here and there, but not that much. It's just a personal choice on my part. But certainly the passion for the plant is there, and that's what I'm intrigued. Not only
Well, I think you're proof of a human that is not so passionate about the imbibing or the smoking or the medicinal aspects, but that recognizes that the absurdity of this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
but it's also got some very good quality. That's why it doesn't need very much.
Yeah.
One of my girlfriends back in LA and 40 years ago said, "You were born stoned, Jeffrey. You don't need to smoke." So when you're high on life and the flow is happening, then projects come to us, correct?
Yeah. Well, one of the fascinating parts I found out during this journey, and it's been really a journey for me as well, is the endocannabinoid system in our bodies. That we have a cannabis-like information flow going through all of our organs and our brains and our nervous system to keep us balanced. And I think that's the what needs to be explored in greater detail once we get rid of this ridiculous Schedule 1 stuff. Hopefully, maybe we can help restore even more balance.
Well, Dr. Machulam, who just passed away, was 96 years old or something. He was in Israel. Israel was the largest proponent of studying the cannabinoids and studying the molecular structure and the THC values versus the CBA, CBD, CBG, all that stuff, and what they do. So you're right that maybe the next film has to be about the actual usages of it and how our brain has cannabinoids in it, and the Canna moms would move all their children from Florida to Colorado so they could give their brain cancer children a strain that worked for them. And there's actual people in the Canna mom industry that are testimonials that their child has no more cancer.
And Jeff, let me also interject that we were talking about this on yesterday's show. Actually, breast milk has endocannabinoids in it as well, naturally.
What?
It's fascinating. I knew very little about it prior to a year and a half ago. And I think people need to know a little bit more about it before they make judgment of who potheads are, There's people's, I think, seeking balance in their lives.
Well, we're going to give you a round of applause here. And we really appreciate you, Howard. If you, with your approval, I have you queued up to show your.
Please,
let's do it.
I just want to spread the word, as I think you do. And I'm offering, appropriate groups if they want to view the film. Doing it pro bono. I welcome it. I just want to spread.
Okay, fantastic. Here we go. I'm going to move this one out of the way here. move this one out of the way and bring it up. Here we go. Okay, so get ready for the trailer or the trailer in motion, because I hear that we're going to make this even snappier. So here we go, everybody.
I was a race car driver, quite successful. Won a world championship in 1984. Finished 10th in Indianapolis 500. Was awarded Rookie of the Year. And I was a large-scale marijuana smuggler.
That's Randy Lanier, everybody.
400,000 people. This is spectacular. I hope I'll get a chance to do it next year.
Randy Lanier was arrested by the FBI yesterday in Antigua. He is facing federal narcotics charges.
I was given a life sentence in 1987.
I was teaching my son ABCs while I was incarcerated, for a payphone.
I wasn't there for 8th grade graduation. I wasn't there for high school graduation. I wasn't there to see her off for her prom.
I only served a 10-year prison sentence for first time nonviolent cannabis conspiracy. There's people serving life sentences.
I was 33 years old. I came out of prison, I was 60.
People who've been impacted.
33 to 60, everybody. He lost all that time. No waterfalls, no pizza.
I was judged by my family, by my friends. I was just a drug dealer.
So I saw my son at trial in 2022, but I have not visited him. I have not hugged him in 4.5 years.
I'm one of the fortunate and blessed ones to receive a license to sell cannabis now after having a conviction for cannabis.
All that I had went through, all the shame, all of that, I could stand in my community and be like, you just signed my ticket to a New York legal dispensary.
It's a way that we can benefit from the war on drugs that devastated our community. I'm back in the cannabis industry. I'm so happy to be back.
I'm the director of advocacy with the Last Prisoner Project. If you don't use your voice for good, what do you have a voice for? I also serve on the board of directors.
I'm the CEO of FreedomGrow.org, and we support cannabis prisoners and their families. My racing career was short, but I'm racing vicariously with Freedom Grow race car.
This is a prison-style boot camp where we hire people coming out of the prison system to teach fitness classes. We've hired over 100 formerly incarcerated individuals. Our recidivism rate is 0.
Somebody needs to fight for the people that are locked up. We plant, we here, baby, we're far away now. But I don't want to come home because I'm dangerous, because I'm a cannabis criminal, right? What I am is a cultivator, and what I am now is a social advocate speaker. Release the cannabis prisoners, deschedule cannabis, stop the war on drugs, end prohibition, and bring all of our brothers and sisters. I'm always going to be a warrior for people who are still incarcerated by the war on cannabis. Till that last person walks out of that door, I'm not going to stop fighting.
Pretty cool, Howard.
Thank you.
Yep. Great.
That was just brilliant.
Hey, Mansky, everybody. Well, let me come back. Let me come back to us all. Hang on, everybody.
Okay.
I'm coming back. Coming back to the world. So, Howard, congratulations. That's really excellent editing and telling the story so the layman can hear that there are people locked up that have children. You know, I talked to one of our dead cannabis prisoners that was out and at HempFest about 5 years ago before he passed away, and he was in for like 40 tons or something like that. But anyways, and nobody still should be in jail for a plan. But he said, you put me in jail, you put my family in jail.
Yeah, Randy said it best, who suffered for 27 years. He said, I don't feel like I'm the victim. I feel my children are the victims.
Yeah, the families, like that's my next film. Maybe we'll collaborate on my next film. It's going to be the families. We're going to go have barbecues with all the freed prisoners at their home and sit down with their children. So that's my dream, to do that next film. So if you want to be part of that, baby, I'd love to have you on board. And let me interview you just for a second so I can show this spot. I'm going to put you on full screen. I'm going to take myself off the dual here. And everybody, this is going to be a little PSA for NOCO. So just follow my lead here, Howard, because I'm going to play your Randy Lanier's Netflix film is not in my hand yet, but yours is. So because we love Randy and because we love you, we're going to show your documentary trailer at my film festival in a couple weeks in NOCO at the Hemp Festival. So say hello to NOCO 11 and say hello to the International Cannabis Film Festival, and that it was your pleasure to be part of the solution. Okay, so it's just a little PSA for your film, for NOCO 11 in Colorado, and for being part of the solution. So at the count of three, if you can see my hands, 1, 2, 3.
Well, I'm proud to be a part of the movement in any way, and if it makes a tiny little bit of difference in somebody's life, then it's all been worthwhile. Working on it for about a year and a half, in between working on some of my commercial work a little bit. I'm kind of semi-retired at this point, but it's been I called it a Bar None Cannabis redemption, and it's sort of been a redemption for me too, because my career mostly has been with networks, doing promos, doing trailers, working with sports, but in my heart, I always wanted to try to make a difference and do something in the social justice space. And I've had the opportunity in the past year and a half to do so, and it's been redemption for me as well.
And we'll cut this backwards. Give us your name and where you live.
Okay, I am Howard Ellis, and I live in Maplewood, New Jersey. I've been in the video business pretty much my whole career, 40 plus years, mostly as a senior editor for various networks, USA Network, Sci-Fi Channel, Animal Planet, a bunch of the NBC, Universal Kids, a bunch of the NBC family of cable networks. And I've made this one-man band film that is self-funded. When I met Randy Lanier and Kyle Page at a 420 convention in New Jersey, and I was struck by their humanity, their selflessness, and their determination, even after being incarcerated for so long for something that we now, in most of the states here, kind of assume is legal or semi-legal, but yet people are still suffering in jail. And not only suffering in jail, but having the handcuffs of a record. And a lot of folks don't realize this. Some of those people can be expunged fairly quickly. And some still need to do their time on parole. And it affects their lives in so many ways, affects their families. So this film is about the injustice that still occurs, and depicts people who've arisen from this injustice and making a difference in this world.
They made it through. Well, that's fantastic. And tell us one last thing. Tell us, let's see, I had my question all written out here. Let's see. We got that. And I think that's pretty much it. Give a pitch for the International Cannabis Film Festival and NOCO 11. Say, I support the ICFF and the future of film, of cannabis films and welcome everybody to NOCO 11 in Colorado.
Okay.
So at the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I welcome everybody to NOCO 11, and I am a supporter of the ICFF, and I'm glad you are here, and we hope to make a difference.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm going to go back to our group chat. Thank you so much, Howard. We have somebody new in the house, Zoom user. Zoom user, you want to explode and tell us who you are?
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. My heart has absolutely been with Hemp Fest and Vivian McPeak for so many years, and Paul Stanford in Portland at the Hemp Stock. Core staff, I volunteered as the raffle girl. Jeannie, 420. She invited me to today's 420 POW, and I really much appreciate it. I'm glad that we had a lot of clemency, but we got a lot of work still to do. And yes, the families absolutely are destroyed when their parents and loved ones are taken away from them over a plant. It's so not. I want the schedule to go down. I really, the federal government's got to do something. But with our wonderful leader today, I'm not sure that's going to happen anytime soon.
Well, you can take it from me. We're going to do the best we can, even with Vivian and with all of us, to come together right now over me. So let's see. We're at the top of the hour almost, but I haven't even read the news yet. But what I want to do is play my favorite jukebox here, everybody. So check this out. So I play that every morning on my morning reading, everybody. That's Let It Be. But we're not going to let it be. We're going to do a concert. We're going to all hold hands here. We're going to get together. We're going to come together right now over me. So I'm going to read a little bit of the news here. I got one news article. We've got 6 minutes left in our show here. I'm so blessed to have everybody. And yeah, if everybody holds up 3 fingers, we can do our thank you. This is the weed sign. Yeah, everyone hold up 3 fingers. Yeah, 3 fingers. Okay, let me get mine in there. Hang on. There we go. Lawrence, come on back. There you go. 1, 2. Okay, I got it. All right, so that's our thank you card there. And I'm going to read the news. So here we go. Watch this. So that's my Dr. Demento. And we got some Breakfast of Champions there happening with Young Fonte. And so let me read the news, everybody. And I'm going to go to my news center here. And the news today is a shift to outdoor marijuana cultivation could cut the industry emissions by up to 70%. 76% the study gives us. So as soon as my computer catches up with itself, I'll scroll through and read this. Here we go. Okay, so greenhouse gas emissions from legal marijuana industry have climbed so quickly in recent years that they now equal that of about 10 million cars, according to newly published studies into the energy and emissions of cannabis production. A switch from indoor to outdoor grows, however, could loosen that environmental impact by lowering emissions as much as 76%. Go figure, everybody. That, according to Northern California-based researcher Evan Mills, who has spent years building a model of the legal cannabis industry's energy inputs and emission outputs, and told the newspaper that the Journal of One Earth concludes that the energy by users sector on par with that of all other crop production, that the marijuana industry represents 1% of the total national emissions from all sectors of the economy. Compared to other industries, the study direct on-site use of fuels and electricity by cannabis industry, 4 times of the domestic use by the U.S. pharmaceutical industry and beverage and tobacco manufacturing. It's pretty cool, I guess. Energy use is a third of what it used to be. Data centers nationally, it adds 1.5 times of cryptocurrency mining. That takes a lot of heat, everybody. Mills life cycles and includes not just cultivation itself, but transportation, retail, waste, and disposal. Cannabis has become the most energy and carbon intensive crop, the author wrote, as cultivation has shifted from open fields to indoors, covering an area of 5 million square miles, 270 average Walmart stores in the U.S. That physical footprint noted is greater, dedicated to artificially lit food production. Okay, and so let's see what else it has to say about this. Indoor cultivation can also yield worse outcomes for indoor and outdoor air quality, so waste production. Well, what I heard, everybody, is that the plant itself actually helps to clean the air. So you go figure what you need to do. Get the news wherever you can. And all of the news that I read, all the news that we get, all of every bit of our incredible show is about making a difference and learning that every aspect of industrial hemp, for our film show that we're doing at the Hemp Industrial Expo in 2 weeks, it's all about giving energy to the prisoners that are in jail. We want to end prohibition so this absurd rule and law can be washed away and cleaned in our lifetime. So I'm taking Noah, who has Parkinson's disease. I just bought his plane ticket. And so Noah's coming with me, and his wife said, take care of my husband while he's going to be, Morris Beagle got him on a hemp panel. So he's going to be talking. He's really excited. But Noah, in fact, here, I'll show you a picture of Noah's incredible journey here. So Noah, this incredible soul here that's going to NOCO with me in 2 weeks. Check this out, everybody. So you can see my screen now, and I'm going to go all the way over to my Photoshop, and I'm going to show you Noah. Noah's a cool freaking dude. Let's see if we can pull up Photoshop here. So we're going to pull up Photoshop, see if I can get it the backwards way here. Come on, Photoshop. You can do it. Okay, here it comes. All right, so Photoshop. So check this out, everybody. This is a card I just made for Noah. So I'm going to zoom in on this card here. We are a sustainable building company that integrates 3D printing with advanced construction materials and clean technology. Now dig this. I took this picture here, you guys. So dig it. Noah's 3D printer prints these freaking homes, and he's going to the cannabis conference with me, and he's going to be on panel, and he has Parkinson's disease. So we're going to get some more medicine for him, but we're going to, in his lifetime, realize this and get a hempcrete sprayer that's going to help to spray a dome that's 40 feet by 20 feet tall. And we're going to make one house a day in Gaza, in LA, and in Africa. And Buckminster Fuller said a dome will withstand a hurricane. So this is Noah and his wife, Martha, and this is Noah's house that they built with the 3D printer. And this is the 3D printer that he invented, and they're portable, and we're going to do it. So I'm on my way, everybody, to do that. I'm going to come back to our little party here. We lost Breezy, so we don't have an end quote of the day, but I'm going to say for my outro, Hemp and Hooray, It's been a pleasure, everybody. And Weeds Day. It's been a great show. And welcome, Howard, a brother in arms for the film industry. I can't wait to do projects with you, Howard. Zoom user, thank you so much for stopping in. And Lawrence, of course, always. And say hi to Vivian for me, everybody. And Ashley, forget it, you're the best, you know, or don't forget it. And young Fonte, anytime, you're welcome. And the dream and the reality and the Lawrence, what did you say the dream is? It's not the dream, it's the
goals.
It's the goal. So even though I'm wearing John Lennon's T-shirt and it says, "Some people say I'm a dreamer," the goaler. We're the goalie, and we're not blocking anybody's goal, because it's not a matter of if you win. It's a matter of how you play the game. So that's Jeff Eichen with episode 254. Come at me next week. Send us lots of dough to put the concert on. It's going to cost us a lot of money, and we're going to get Lawrence Stash Wagner. If you know anybody that is immigration lawyer, send me ping me, because Lawrence just got denied. His family got denied yesterday in the Philippines to come to America, and I called our lawyer in Saul, and he's working on it today to get a immigration lawyer to help bring Lawrence Stash Wagner, who wrote the song "Don't Bogart That Joint," to LA for Elliot's funeral, who helped him to write that song in 1968. So let's get them together with Snoop and Willie and Wiz Khalifa to remake the song in April. And so we can bring Stash and his family to America. So help me, everybody. This is a plea. And so I love you all. And let's bring Stash Wagner, an OG. We just lost Charlie Watts, and he was the drummer for the Rolling Stones. So just think about all these years, 50 years of every year waking up and singing any song, but behind the scenes was the drummer, and that's Charlie Watts. So we give a little bit of silence for Charlie Watts, who played, on all the Rolling Stones songs, every single one. And they did it with passion. And he was a beautiful soul. So my condolences go to his family. Rest in peace, Charlie, and all the Canna people that are on the other side. Jack Herr, send us down the key to unlock the door for all the prisoners. That's all I got. Thank you, everybody. So it's been a great show, and I can't wait to see you all next week. And the week after, I'll be doing a show possibly on the road, or I'll do a Friday show from NOCO, and it's always fun to go to NOCO, and Morris Beagle's incredible. So shout out to Morris Beagle, and thank you all the industrial hempsters, because because no one deserves to be in jail for a plant. Okay, Ashley, final words, Ashley.
Sheenie, my final words are this: yesterday is a mystery, the future is history, and today is a gift.
Hey, we got our final quote. We got our final quote. So it's been a magical day, everybody. I'm going to say cheers out, and Howard will talk down on the road. I'll get a MP4 from you. And young Fonte, you're young and beautiful. And Lawrence Cherniak, you're an OG. And Zoom user, you are incredible. We need the goddesses on board, because they rock. They grow the best pot.
Real quick,
yes.
Real quick. It's Young Fonte. There's an I at the end.
Young Fonte.
Young Fonte, exactly.
Okay, there you go.
Like the Fonz, but Fonzie.
Like Fonzie.
Kind of like that. Yeah.
Young Fonzie. You're the young Fonzie.
Young Fonte, Fonti.
Hey, hey, hey. Okay, everybody. Remember, 3 is weed, 2 is peace, and F, schedule 1. Love you all. Peace out. And Howard, I'll talk to you soon, okay? In the next day or two. Okay, peace out, everybody. Love.
Bye, everyone.
Love to our show, okay?
Recording stopped.
Okay, I'm still online here, everybody, from, let's see if we can get me back online here. We are totally got a blank wall here. Let's see how that works here. There I am. So hopefully we didn't have a black show today. So it's Jeff Eichen here, and Wednesday has wrapped it up. We had a great show today, and Hemp Hemp Hooray, and I'm going to do all my conversions and get out and do my walk. Okay. And no swim tonight. Wednesdays is a quiet night, but empathy class, possibly. So love and light, everybody. Hemp Hemp Hooray.